physical things going on. How are you doing? Whew, let's stretch it up. Breathe it in. Let's have another one of those. Good morning, good morning. We made it through our first week. So far, roll the shoulders. Let's wake up. Thank you to all those people joining in with me every morning. So great to see you all. Let's have a little twist. Some nice deep breaths. As you twist it around. Good stuff. Just let the arms go floppy. Bring the feet a little bit closer. Get a twist all the way through to the legs. Excellent. Let's lift the opposite leg. So let me know what you think of the workouts, how you've been getting on with them. Comment below when you're finished. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's have some arm swings. Waking up the joints. Swing the arm all the way around, letting the body go loose. And then change direction. So we've got our last couple of classes this week. We've got this one, and we've got our energy routine at 12 o'clock. And then tomorrow morning we've got beginners yoga, so if you haven't done yoga before or you're coming back to it, join in tomorrow at 9:30 for a nice basic hatha yoga. I'm going to do some breathing techniques as well. So that's a nice one to warm up to. Tomorrow morning, a bit later at 9:30 as well. And of course, we've got the HIIT class then at 10:15. Excellent. Good stuff. Let's take some rotations through the head, circling the head around. As if you're drawing a circle with the chin. Direction. Remember working in this transverse plane, some rotations of the spine are really good movements to do. Let's take that into the chest because they're ones that disappear from our movement patterns if you don't practice them. So how are you getting on with this one? I know some people struggle with this one. Change direction. If you can get the chest moving as if it's moving side, front, side, back. Really good way to open up the rib cage around the spine. And let's take that into the hips. So bringing the feet about hip distance, a little bit less. And circling around. Don't forget to breathe nice and steady, and this is kind of like a check-in with your body as well, of how you're feeling this morning. It's good to keep either a written down note or a mental note that's changed direction of how your body's feeling on different days, and what you did to make it feel better or worse. Have a Take that down to the knees. Excuse my squeaky shoes. I think I notice it more when I've not got the music on. Don't notice how squeaky they are when we're in our full-on classes. But without the music, it's all about my squeaky shoes. Excellent. Let's take it down to the ankle and let's do the wrist as well. So if you can rotate both at the same time. If you find that difficult to do, just focus on the ankle. So opening up, drawing the biggest circle with the ankle that you can. And then change sides. Oh, that was squeak. Oh, I love warming up my ankles. I always wear ankle warmers. Oh yeah, keep those ankles warm. Swing the leg, hold on to something if you need to. Here we go, swing. Swing. It's going to be a lot of banter today. Or maybe I'm still asleep. It's very early, isn't it? 7 o'clock after the whole Christmas season of lounging, especially during lockdown. I kind of feel like I'm on a permanent sleepover with the girls, like a slumber party all the time. I was watching films and eating popcorn. Kind of nice. We'll remember it, that's for sure. Lovely. Hips are a bit warmer now. Good stuff. We're going to start it. Let me grab a drink. My yin yang water again. The best thing to warm up or to wake you up with in the morning. Okay, we're going for our 30 seconds. The first one, we have a lunge and our knee raise. So if you want to bring this into a crunch, we did this earlier in the week. Let's see how it is. And then we've got our punch-in twist, which I just love as a warm-up one. So let's go 3 times, 30 seconds each time. Let's do it. Down, crunch it up. Now remember, if you've just starting out, you can just break this up to a little bit of a lunge and then a leg lift. So work to your own ability and work at your own pace as well. You don't have to go the same speed as I am. We're going to stay on this side and switch on the next circuit. There we go. Okay, I'm punching across. Let's go. Breathe it through. If you feel a little bit dizzy, keep the head forward, but still punch to the side. Turn the chest so that the last position is this rotation. And punch forward. Looking good. Well done. We're going to lunge on the other side now. 3, 2, 1. Lunge and squeeze. So the whole point of these morning sessions is that we get that 10-minute joint mobility, and then we do these low impact exercises to target the whole body. So you get a bit of a cardio workout, but we're also strengthening the body as well. I'm working at these kind of twisting angles. 3, 2, 1, punched across. One of the issues I have with gym equipment is very linear. It's everything's kind of straight and forward, especially the machines, so we don't get these natural twisting movements. So we don't get as as strong in these movements that you use every day, and then what happens, you go to lean down here somewhere to pick something up and the back goes. So we're going to go 15 seconds each side of this one. So by working these twisting and turning movements and strengthening those, you're going to help prevent injuries. And let's switch sides. And let me know how you've got on. If you've joined in all this week, how are you feeling? You got some aching muscles? That's a good sign. Ye old DOMs. Last punch. Is it the last punch? Sure is. Push it across. I remember having someone, family member, they'd gone to the gym, it's a couple of years back, they'd gone to the gym and gone for it, and then 2 days later sent me a message saying, I can't walk. I was like, oh my God, what have you done? But they just had DOMs, they just had the delayed onset muscle soreness, which you get the day after or sometimes 48 hours after. And it feels pretty horrific, but it is the normal process if you haven't exercised for a while. But also if you've gone too heavy too soon, that can happen. Okay, we are going to do our standing, working these obliques. So we are going to alternate squeezing. Actually, we'll stay on one side. And we'll do the last one alternating. Working the obliques, and then we're going to do our skater, where you take one side behind and jump across. So are you ready? Let's start on this side for 30 seconds. We're going to crunch the knee up to the arm, so you get this kind of crunch, side crunch here. So you're working your balance, your coordination. Working. I like sometimes just to put the hand on the part that we're working, and then see if you can feel that activity going on. There is this thing, if you put the mind to the muscle, you get a 30% better workout. So it's worth doing, isn't it? Let's do the skater. I'm just going to see if I can press something on there. No, that makes no difference. Okay, so let's do our skater. 3, 2, 1. Take it back. Excellent. So same arm, same leg. Then you can be tapping it here, or you could do a little hop over if you're feeling a bit more ballistic this morning. Got your Friday feeling on. Woo! You can jump it across. Okay, this is a nice one, isn't it? Let's go to the other side. 3, 2, 1. Crunch. Crunch it out. You don't have to have your hands here, but feel what's going on. Crunch, squeeze. Working my obliques, squeeze them. Breathe. Excellent. Okay, skaters. You take the same arm, same leg behind. Should feel that nice stretch down the side. 3, 2, 1. Jump it over. You might be doing it here. And that's okay too. Work it wherever you are. You put some music on as well, if you want to. Mind you, it's quite early, isn't it? For blasting out the tunes at this hour. We got one more of those. Okay, we're going to do 15 seconds each side. 3, 2, 1. Crunch it. So doing these standing crunches is great because you get your cardio going. Change sides as well. So it feels a bit different than if you were doing them down on the floor. And I'm trying to do as much standing up stuff for these morning sessions. Next week we might bring in some weights. If you don't have weights, bottles of water, beans, tins of beans, vegetables, just as long as whatever is in the tin is very healthy. Okay, so we're not having any tinned rice pudding. Is definitely a no-no. Should never lift a tinned rice pudding or custard. That's out. Tinned vegetables is the best one to work out to. Oh yeah. Beans is good. Right, we've got one more. And we are going down on the floor for this one because we're going to work the booty. Okay, so we're going to come down onto the floor and we're going to do our little donkey kicks. Squeezing up for a whole 30 seconds. And we're going to get up again and do our monster walk. Are you ready? Start with the right leg. Let's go. Now I'm going to show you a modifier in case there's anybody there with bad knees. So carry on here if you're down there. If you've got knee issues, you're going to do this little kick back here with a straight leg. Okay, still getting the same booty action. If your knees are okay, it's good to work down here as well. So there's your alternative. You don't have to get down on the floor if you don't want to. Okay, monster walk, wide squat. I want you to squat down as much as you can, and we are going to step it forward and back. We're going to lead with the right leg for the first one. Squeeze in the core. And monster it. Oh yeah. Looking good. Come on, if you're not feeling it in the legs, you're not wide enough. Okay, so down on the floor, I'm just going to demo the standing version again. If not, you're down on the floor with the leg bent. 3, 2, 1. Standing variation is you're squeezing, you're feeling it from this high point in the glute. It's quite a small movement. There's a lovely little kick back. Otherwise, you're down here, and it's a bit of a pulse up, so I'm not lowering my leg lower than my hip. I'm staying hip height and going higher, as if you're putting your foot on the ceiling. Both movements, standing or down the floor, you're gonna get that booty thing. So let's go. Come on, we've got 2.5 minutes left. And if you've got a big living room, you can walk around the living room if you want. But otherwise, if you're in a small space, lead with the left leg. Forward and back. Looking good. Excellent. Let's go. Down we go. Actually, we've got 1 minute left, not 2.5 minutes. 1 minute. We're going to do 15 seconds on each leg. 3, lift it up. 2, 1, squeeze it up. So just a small movement, not lowering the leg, lower than the hip, and pulsing up to the ceiling. Let's change legs. Keep the arms straight, so all the movement coming from the hip. Squeezing it up. Wonderful. Last 30 seconds. Monster it around. 3, 2, 1. Big steps. Deep squat. Work those thighs. And you can change the leading leg. Yes, somewhere there, give it a shake. Woo! Well done. Like stretch it out. Breathe it in, side stretch. Take it behind, switch it over. Breathe it in and behind. Breathe it in, palm up. Take it behind. Breathe it in. Last one. Feeling good. Give it a little shake. Shake it off. Always important to give a little shake at the end. Take a nice deep breath in. Stretch all the way up. Looking up to the ceiling. Stretch it out. Feeling good. Good morning. Woo. Don't forget to leave your comments. Say that you were here, even if you weren't doing it. If you're doing it later and you're not doing it live, like the good people that are there right now, that get up there 7 o'clock. As long as you do it at some point in the day, that's great. And you can repeat that from your lunch hour if you want, or something like that. And I will see you at 12 for some energy medicine, and I will see you tomorrow for some yoga. Mwah! Have a wonderful day.